for 2027 presidency, odds up. Tambuwal set to run against Atiku. Well, politicians, it's like they always see tomorrow, and they're always preparing and coming out, even though at the end of the day, they may have nothing to offer. Ahead of the 2027 race for the presidential ticket of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, a major crisis is brewing within the party, and it is not looking good for the former vice president and standard bearer of the People's Democratic Party at the last presidential election, Atiku Abubakar. This is because three of the People's Democratic Party's biggest heavyweights, including one of his closest political allies, Tambuwal, are gearing up to dislodge him from the party and stop him from picking the party's presidential ticket come 2027. This powerful trio include former Governor Tambuwal of Sokoto, Bauchi State Governor Bala and his Oyo State counterpart, Seyi. And from reports available, they have concluded plans to team up and wrest the party's ticket from the former Vice President Atiku Abubakar. Highly placed sources within the party informed that though the three top politicians are yet to agree on who will be on the ballot as the standard bearer and the running mate, it is certain that they will work together as a team, and they have agreed to dislodge Atiku. It was further gathered that Makinde is insisting on being the principal candidate because the plan is to remove a Yoruba man. As such, he is arguing that a fellow Yoruba man should be used to replace him. The sources also noted that Makinde has consistently said that if the agenda is to defeat the incumbent president Bala, who is a Yoruba man, then someone from the same zone as Tinubu should be the candidate. However, Tambuwal is rejecting the option of a second fiddle, saying that he was a governor before Makinde. They have agreed definitely to pair, but the only snag now is that the two are here to agree on who will lead the joint ticket. Makinde is claiming that a Yoruba man must replace Tinubu. You see, this is one issue with our politicians. They only look about themselves, self alone. If you are coming to serve, what matters? Go in there and you know you have something to offer to the people, to the nation. Why not forget about the position? Work together and let's change the tide of this nation. Imagine somebody is claiming, and because he was a former speaker and two-term governors before a governor, that makes him automatically, he becomes the head or better than others. What do you have to offer? All this story of I am better than the other, that is why Nigeria is where we are today. The best candidate to move this country forward may not get there with this kind of attitudes. Tambuwal is saying that it will be an insult on him as a former Speaker of the House of Representatives and a two-term governor before Makinde to be the running mate. On the other hand, a section of the party is rooting for alliance between Makinde and his Bauchi State counterpart, Bala. Though the former Vice President Atiku, who had been the party's candidate for two consecutive times, 2019 and 2023, is still eyeing the ticket. Let him continue to eye. It was gathered that he is about to be schemed out of the race by the governors. Insider says the one person whose ambition has shocked Atiku the most is former Speaker Tambuwal, whom he considered a brother and a close political ally. Many will still recall how Tambuwal stepped down for Atiku at the PDP convention in 2022 and instructed his delegates to vote for Atiku, enabling Atiku to beat Wike, a closest contender to the ticket. In 2024, the same Tambuwal is now allying with others to scheme Atiku out of the ticket, and going by feelers reaching us from the Atiku camp The former vice president is not finding this development the least amusing. To him, it is nothing short of a betrayal, considering that he expected that he and Tambuwal were supposed to be protecting the northern interests together. Party sources who claim the unhealthy relationship in PDP on Atiku's ambition wonder why he does not want to mentor any of his supporters to step into his shoes. He cannot mentor anybody. All they are after, imagine if he has come around to support somebody within the party in 2023, maybe we will not be where we are today. But because of selfish ambition, me and me alone, I must get there, I must be president. That is why PDP is going through what it's going today, and the nation is suffering it. Makinde and Mohammed are in their second term in office, which expires in 2027. The Bauchi governor contested the People's Democratic Party presidential primary in 2022, which Atiku eventually won. But we know it was a gamble. He was not serious. He was more interested in finishing a second term as a governor of Bauchi State. Today, Bala Mohammed is now the chairman of the People's Democratic Party Governors Forum, while Makinde is deputy chairman of the Nigerian Governors Forum. The umbrella body of Nigeria's governor, People's Democratic Governor, have resumed their monthly meeting, which are halted because of the 2022 post-presidential primary. Well, Tambuwal has not stepped down for Atiku, the source said. Even though 4 governors contested the primary, it will have been difficult for Atiku to beat Wike. For the People's Democratic Governors, then Tambuwal, Udom Emmanuel, Wike, and while Ifan Yokowa, the then Delta State Governor, later became Atiku's running mate. Makinde at the moment is the new face of PDP. He practically funds every activity of the party, as was in the case when Wike was Rivers State Governor. Another source said, revealing that the Oyo State Governor provided the fund for the party to rent a Sokoro office of the party, the training of the party, as well as its innovation and furnishing, and funded the recruitment of the Director General of the Institute. I hope he's spending his money and not Oyo State's resources. He is the one the party looks up to in everything. We're not surprised he demands to be given the presidential ticket. Another thing that is going for Makinde is because he's from the southwest, the same zone with President Bala and Tinubu. But coming from the southwest does not give him the edge over who is there now. It does not mean he's popular within the southwest. It does not mean if he comes into the race, they will get the number of votes from even his Oyo State. So that should not be a criteria for him to want to throw in his cap into the presidential race come 2027. Well, we already have 2 states in the southwest. If PDP can add on those states, we'll show the southwest in 2027. Of course, the southeast is a no-go area for All Progressive Congress. If not because of the Labour Party, Southeast and South-South are for us, but we have not given up a say. Tambuwal and Mohammed are however banking on Northern's disaffection with Tinubu's administration, while Tambuwal is claiming executive seniority, having been Speaker and a governor before the two. Mohammed is said to be taking pride in the fact that he has remained steadfast within the People's Democratic Party, even when people were from the regions were leaving to join other party in 2015. Mohammed has remained faithful to the party. Well, the 2027 is around the corner. It's not far again. Politicians, those that are in authority, my own advice to them is to do the needful and see how this nation can progress. They should drop personal ambition and begin to think of the national interest. They should present the best candidate that will move this country forward, and not just because I want to be there, because like that is what is happening now. The assumption that when Tinubu gets to power, people will get things will work is not working at all. With all this experience, it's like there's confusion everywhere. Well, what is your take? Kindly make it known as you make your comments and continue to follow and like this channel. Subscribe if you are not subscribed yet. Thank you.